Welcome back, everybody, to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to a new artist, Jeff Buckley. I have not heard, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, I have not heard anything by this artist yet. This is a live version in Chicago of the song Lover, You Should Have Come Over. I'm very excited to check this out. Thank you to the people who requested this, and thank you to you guys for joining me. If you're new to the channel, hello. Here we react to music, and I try to figure out what the music and the lyrics mean to me personally, and we just listen to some awesome music. So thank you for joining me. Let's get into this. I'm actually pretty excited for this. It's actually 8 minutes long. Yeah, so that's exciting. Let's go. Oh, those chords are beautiful. Wow.
Looking out the door, I see the rain fall upon the funeral mourners, parading in a wake of sad relations as their shoes fill up with water. Maybe I'm too young to keep good love from going wrong, but tonight you're on my mind.
Wow.
So sweet love.
He's got a really good voice.
I'm broken down and hungry for your love, with no way to feed it. Where are you tonight, child? You know how much you need it.
Love the bass.
Too young to hold on, I'm too old to just break free and run. Listen, sometimes a man gets carried away when he feels like he should be having his fun, and much too blind to see the damage he's done. He has no one, so I wait for you, and I'll burn when I ever see our sweet return. Oh, will I ever learn, lover, you should have come.
Wow. And pause it before it gets to, yeah, it sounded like that might have been going into a bridge. Who knows, though? But, wow. Lyrically, this is pretty heavy so far. Obviously, I can't catch everything he's saying though, so we're gonna look at the lyrics after the song finishes, as always. But yeah, there's a lot of power to this performance. Like it's subtle, but there's a ton of emotion going on behind those chords and what he's saying in that voice. This is really cool. Bass and drums also doing a really good job. Like the bass when it first came in, that was awesome. All right, let's keep going.
'Cause it's not too late. Lonely is the room, the bed is made, open window lets the rain in. And burning in the corner is the only man who dreams he had you with him. My body turns and yearns for that sleep that won't ever come. It's never over. My kingdom for a kiss upon her shoulder. Well, it's never over. All my riches for her smiles when I slept so soft against her. Well, it's never over. Oh, my blood for the sweetness of her laughter.
Wow.
Well, it's never over. She's the tear that hangs inside my soul forever. Well, maybe I'm just too young to keep good love from going You should have come over. Oh, when you reach out and touch me, don't I feel too young to hold on? And I'm much too old to break free and run. Too damn and blind to see the damage I've done. See the other, you should come over. I didn't see you before, but I see you now. You should have come over. 'Cause it's not too late.
Wow. Wow. So a few minutes ago, I think I used the word subtle. Scratch that. No, just pretend I didn't say subtle. Because yeah, it was subtle at the beginning. It changed as time went on. All right. Wow. That was an incredible build up, and the crescendo just kept going. Wow. That was really good. That was really interesting. Um, let's see what the comments are. Number one, how in the universe was this man actually real? Was. Jeff Buckley. Let me look him up real quick. Jeff Buckley, American singer songwriter. Okay, passed in 97. All right. How did he die? He died super young, it looks like. Hmm. Um He drowned during a spontaneous evening swim, fully clothed in the Mississippi River. Interesting. He covered Leonard Cohen's song Hallelujah and attained his first number one on Billboard Hot Digital Songs in 2008. His chart success came after his death. All right. Anyway, that's really sad. That's awful. Wow. All right. Such a, yeah. All right. This person says this is his best song. Awesome harmony, structure, arrangement, instrumentation, lyrics, vocals, everything. Everyone who loves the song, we can easily be friends. How dare those waters that took him away? Yeah. Imagine having a drummer that doesn't constantly try to fill every gap in the music with some fill. This guy's a hero. I think there's room for both. I think it works very well here. Yes. I would do anything to have seen him live. Yeah, man, that was something else. That was incredible. Let's take a look at the lyrics. First of all, Genius.com says this is and it's just from me listening to the lyrics, it seemed pretty clear that the song was about someone pretty much breaking a relationship and then trying to say that it could have been fixed. And also the mindset behind it, and I wonder if this was intentional, but I was also thinking it was almost like he knew he had done the wrong thing and yet was like almost shifting the blame to the other person for the ruination of the relationship by saying, you should have come over, lover. You should have been there, even though it seems like he screwed things up first. I don't know though. Let's take a look at the lyrics. That's just what I got from listening to it one time. All right. The sad state of mind from Jeff became after he'd understood that his life was full of failed relationships. He recognizes that he's been too immature in relationships in general, but at that moment when he thinks about her, he realizes she could be the one. Is it could be or could have been? It says could be. Let's see the lyrics. Looking out the door, I see the rain fall upon the funeral mourners. What? Is that just imagery? Maybe some symbolism, as in the death of a relationship? Or is it literal, and did the person that he's talking about pass away? Who knows? Obviously, I think, as always with music, it's up to interpretation and up to what the individual needs to hear at the moment sometimes. But anyway, could be a moment of realization where Jeff sees what it's like to be alone, looking out the door because he's looking into what outside the relationship looks like. This gives him new appreciation of the relationship he's in. Throughout the song, he tries to make amends for the carelessness he's previously shown in said relationship. Okay. Like I said, my initial thing that I said is probably doesn't have a ton of backing. Anyway, parading in a wake of sad relations as their shoes fill up with water. So let's take a look at the imagery we've got here. We've got, looking out the door, I see the rain. So he looks out the window, or the door, and it's raining. So it's gloomy. And the rain is falling on funeral mourners. Something has died, and everything is mourning it. Parading in a wake of sad relations. So all the family, is kind of involved in it, I think. That's what I'm getting from that. As their shoes fill up with water, it's like uncomfortable. It's cold, and it's just unpleasant in general. Maybe I'm too young to keep good love from going wrong. Those first 3 lines combine to create an image of a young man who realizes he has a pattern of relationships that go bad, but he's still keeping a certain distance from experiencing the emotional weight. Notice that while the funeral mourners are out in the rain, the narrator is dryly observing from his home. That's very interesting. That's a very powerful use of perspective. I like that a lot. All right. A wake of sad relations suggests this isn't the first serious breakup. Maybe I'm too young suggests that the author just thinks this is a phase of immaturity that he'll grow out of, as opposed to a pattern. Oh. All right, but tonight you're on my mind, so you never know. So he's like, you never know. Maybe I'm thinking about them now. So this is a direct response to the previous 2 lines. He questions that maybe he's not mature enough to keep good love from going wrong, but in that moment, he's thinking about her and their relationship. And perhaps is considering how he feels, and maybe he's coming to terms with the fact that he's finally ready to fully commit. Broken down and hungry for your love with no way to feed it. He's infatuated with her love, so much that he is unable to emotionally function properly without her in his life. Where are you tonight, child? You know how much I need it. The where in this is a fantastic example of his incredible vocal techniques. All right. Too young to hold on and too old to just break free and run. Youth implies immaturity, impatience, and weakness. Age implies an acceptance of responsibility. Buckley is describing himself. He admits that he possesses the negative qualities that come with youth, but by admitting it, he proves that he is mature enough to recognize the fact. As a de facto adult, he cannot just run away from his problems and take on his regrets, but he still sees it as an ideal. Okay. And then, this is the line. Sometimes a man gets carried away when he feels like he should be having his fun. So he's like almost trying to make an excuse there and is much too blind to see the damage he's done. That is sad. He comes to this place of regret, I guess you could say. Sometimes a man must awake to find that really he has no one. So I'll wait for you and I'll burn. Will I ever see your sweet return? Oh, will I ever learn? Oh, lover, you should have come over, 'cause it's not too late. Buckley tries to explain himself, saying that many made the same mistakes that he has made in the past. Okay, yeah. So he says, this is just a problem with men in general. And he feels like he should be having his fun, too much, too blind. All right, sometimes a man must wake to find really he has no one. A man must snap out of his delusion of how it would feel to be single in order to realize that when he's single, he has no one. Because he let the one person that held him go. And, okay, so it's not too late is possibly a double entendre. Jeff could be convincing his lover to come over, as it is not too late in the night and there is still some time left. Alternatively, this could mean that it's not too late for the two of them and not too late in their relationship for her to see Jeff again. I thought the second interpretation when I was listening to the song, but So lonely is the room, the bed is made, the open window lets the rain in. Burning in the corner is the only one who dreams he had you with him. My body turns and yearns for a sleep that won't ever come. It's never over. My kingdom for a kiss upon her shoulder. It's never over. All my riches for her smiles when I slept so soft against her. It's never over. All my blood for the sweetness of her laughter. It's never over. She's the tear that hangs inside my soul forever. Maybe I'm just too young to keep good love from going wrong. That part is so powerful. He's saying it's never over, and he's like, I will give you my kingdom. I will give up all of my riches rip the blood from my veins. She's a tear in my soul, and she's the only thing that can fill it. She opened up a gaping void or made me realize what I was missing in my life, and now she's gone. Man, that part's really powerful. Anyway, all right. He's standing in his room by himself. The bed is still made, meaning he's been so restless that he hasn't even laid down. He's so aloof in his loneliness that he doesn't even bother to close the window, even though, as said previously, it's raining out. Someone says that this could be a play on Shakespeare's line, a horse, my kingdom for a horse. Even though it might not be worth much to anyone else, he will sacrifice everything for that kiss in that moment. He'd rather give up all his attained wealth and success to sleep next to his love than without. He's refusing to accept the fact that the relationship is over. He put a lot of effort into his relationship with her. All he wanted was for her to be happy and to feel loved. When he believed he made her feel just that, and that's which he believed he made her feel just that. And that's why he's in denial about it being over and is hoping that their relationship can go back to normal if she changes her mind and goes back to him because he is still in love with her. He's referring to her as a tear because he should let her fall and then feel better, but he loves her so much he's never going to move on. That's interesting. So he refers to her in a slightly, I'm not going to say negative, but like a tear, a rip is not like a super positive thing, right? It's not like you are the light of my life. It's you ripped a hole in my soul that only you can, fill. So, yeah, it's interesting how he uses that. The song has an overall negative, not negative, but like downer vibe to it. So that it works well within the context of everything else. All right. Then we come to the end. Oh, 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 lover, you should have come over. Yes, yes, I feel too young to hold on. I feel too old to break free and run. Too deaf, dumb, and blind to see the damage I have done. Sweet lover, you should have come over. Oh, love, well, I'll wait for you. Lover, 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 you should have come over because it's not too late. Too deaf, dumb, and blind. For some reason, that immediately made me think of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, which is interesting because it could almost be like, obviously this is a little bit of a stretch, but it's like he's ignoring all of ignoring the damage. Okay, maybe it's not too much of a stretch. Who knows? All right. Buckley is aggrieved that she did not forgive him. She did not come over like he wanted her to, but he would always welcome her and let her in if she does come. The speaker doesn't want to be tied down by a relationship because he feels he still needs to enjoy his youth, but he also feels too old to indulge his desires of freedom. Wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Obviously, I haven't thought about it a ton, but I have thought about that paradox before, that the mindset that goes behind that. Yeah. That's a powerful line. All right. And that's the song. That's Jeff Buckley, Lover, You Should Have Come Over. And I don't know what I was expecting, but that was quite enjoyable. Sucks that he passed away so young. All right. Thank you for joining me. Let me know what other Jeff Buckley songs I should check out. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I will see you all soon. Stay tuned for more. Deathstroke 9 out. See you guys soon. Thank you for watching.